So good evening, everyone. Good evening. That's great. We're only 4 minutes late getting started, which is really impressive for Tamlaght, so we're doing well. So, well, very warm welcome to our Tamlaght O'Crelly Community Choir Concert. Isn't that a good tongue twister to get started with? Almost. We are so delighted that the hall is filled tonight and we can see so many smiling faces smiling back at us. We hope to take you on a musical journey around the world. No passport is required, and thankfully no baggage charges either. We just want you to sit back, relax and enjoy. So first of all, a little bit of housekeeping. Our fire exits are down at the very back, so Anne, you get ready. All being well, we'll not need that, but you can push the doors open there, and then out to your left-hand side here as well, and the toilets are out there as well, just in case you need to know any of that. And the reason for our concert tonight, there's two reasons. We're coming up to our 10th anniversary, and then we also are raising money for charity tonight. So at the end of the evening, we're just going to pass around collection baskets as we sing our last song for our collection tonight. And then we hope you'll all stay for a cup of tea and some treats. So without further ado, I hope we'll have a wonderful evening of laughter and music and community spirit. And I'm going to invite Caroline up to share a little short poem about our choir.
Tamlaght O'Crelly Community Choir. That's a mouthful, I'm sure you would say. But we're here to entertain and give you some fun and help brighten your night and your day. When we joined together back in 2015, we didn't really know how we would do. But with Melissa to lead and direct us, we've become quite a jolly good crew. Now 10 years later, we're still going strong, and new members are still keen to join. So just come along on our practice night. It's as easy as the toss of a coin. The back row are fun, and they know how to tease when the middle row don't get it quite right. But we persevere and try to do our best, so watch out in case we give you a fright. The ones at the front are reeling to go and take part without a nerve or a care. The acts in between, when we dress up in drag, are fun when we let down our hair. Down through the years, we have been sad when a member has gone to God's home up above. But we know that Ron, Brian and Stefan are safe with the Saviour we love. We would like to thank you now, one and all, for your support to us through and through. And as we step forward into the future, may God bless us in all that we do.
Now, when we decided we were going to do this concert about 3.5 weeks ago, and I'm not joking, we wanted to do it for charity, and we wanted to support a charity that is local and lots of you maybe know an awful lot about already. So I'm going to invite Alana to come up and tell you a little bit about the Children's Heartbeat Trust. Is that okay, Alana? And tell whatever you want to share with us, you go for it, okay?
Okay, I didn't know I was actually going to be speaking, but no, so Children's Heartbeat Trust have helped us over the past year because we, probably most of you know, we have a wee girl called Annie, and she was a year past there on Wednesday, so exactly this time a year ago. We found out at her 20-week scan that she had a abnormal heart, so she was diagnosed with hypoplastic left heart syndrome. So there was a few other complications with her heart too, so she ended up with one of the most severe heart defects, and we ended up having to deliver Annie in Dublin, where she ended up going through open heart surgery at 6 days old. So we were supposed to get transferred back to Belfast and get Annie home after a few weeks, but Annie's heart ended up being really poor, and her heart function was awful. So we were told that she would be staying until she had her second heart surgery, which you don't know how long that's going to be. We were expecting maybe 3 or 4 months. But she ended up staying in total for 7 months until she got her second open heart surgery. She took really unwell last Christmas, and a week before Christmas we were told that she probably wasn't going to make it. She was that ill, so it was hard, but a few days before Christmas she got transferred back out of ICU and onto the ward, and she started to make a turn for the better, and she started to pick up again. But it was a few months, she did end up quite unwell, but it was a few months before we got her heart surgery again in May. And we were transferred back down to Dublin for the heart surgery, and she got it, and then she got transferred back up to Belfast for a few weeks, and then that was her home finally, at nearly 8 months old. So Children's Heartbeat Trust have been involved with us since we found out our 20-week scan. You are designated a family support officer, and she has been with us every step of the way, visited us every week in the ward. They were there for all those important milestones and like occasions like Christmas, Easter, even like Valentine's Day, like Mother's Day, all those things. They brought you gifts and things. They also have, I don't know if anybody knows, but Children's Heartbeat Trust funded their own children's ambulance, which has its own Wi-Fi, PlayStation, a TV screen in it, which Annie did love because she just watched Dancing Fruits on her journeys to Dublin and to Children's Hospice and things. But Children's Heartbeat Trust fund that ambulance, and you probably will notice it up and down from Belfast to Dublin all the time. But yeah, there's so many things that Children's Heartbeat Trust have done and provided on the ward, whether it's sensory lights or music therapy. Annie loved music therapy. It was where musicians come in and sang to her, and it was great. Like, it gave me a break from trying to entertain a baby at a bed space all day. But yeah, they've done a lot, and we're really, really grateful for them. So, and they're still with us. Like, they contact us all the time, and we're going to see them next week again. So, yeah, that's a wee bit about Annie.
Well, Alana, there's a little present in there for George and little Annie for her birthday. So thank you, and we hope you all enjoy this evening.
No, thank you.
So now it's time for singing, okay? We are going to sing a song called We're Here for Fun, and you need to listen to it very carefully because then you're going to join in with us, and the words are going to be on the screen. So the choir want to stand up and we'll let them hear it. You'll know it, I'll be fine. Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to ask, so I'm just making sure I'm going to say the right thing here. Yes, I am. So we are just going to get on. You are welcome to Tamlaght Travel Solutions, and we hope you enjoy it.
We'll do a bit more clientele than this.
Go on, woman.
Good afternoon. How can I help you?
How you doing, you girlie? I forgot my glasses. How you doing, you girlie? You're looking queer and well. How do I go again now? My name's Wally John, and this here's the wife Mary Kate.
We're going on a big holiday. He tells me he's taking me away for a grand.
Not too grand.
A grand holiday, so we're wanting to know where we will go. Have you any booklets or anything like that that we could look at?
Okay, well, sure, you've come to the right place. Like, Tamlaght Travel Solutions has all the right contacts. Now, hang on a minute here till I get you some brochures to look through.
That's why it is quite warm. Hey, you must be skinning us poor farmers with all that. Get on.
Well, let's take
Can
off.
we take the coats
I
off?
want to take my coat off for I'm well warm.
Aye, go on ahead.
Go on over there and talk to that woman.
We're celebrating our 50th wedding anniversary, and my darling, Wally John, has just telling me he's taking me away on a grand holiday, so...
Well, have you anywhere in mind?
Not that I don't know. We don't want to go anywhere too warm because Mary Kate comes out in powerful hives. I don't want to go anywhere that's that cold because look, we've got all these good summer clothes. And, you know, back in the day, me and Mary Kate used to be bits of happies. I'm having it much wear. I don't think we've had these clothes on since the last time we were on holidays. What was that? The honeymoon?
Aye, and that was to be known.
Well, I'll take that into consideration. Now, let's have a look. Well, have you ever thought of the outback? It's the end of our summer, so it'll be there winter or springtime, you know.
Yes, the outback. That's Austria, isn't it? And adventure.
You're a clear Egypt. Sure, that's Argentina.
I think you'll find it's Australia, actually.
They're always changing these things. They're always changing things. And I don't know, sure, adventure. I'll take you around the other side of the world for that for. And sure, them boys can't even speak the King's English. But just throw another shrimp and a barbie this and g'day, a big gala that. I can't even have one on. And did you not hear about our friends, James and Fiona Lennox?
No, I did not. But Mr. and Mrs. Lennox are very good clients of mine. Tell me what happened to them.
Get them up there. Search that old hickory dickory up there.
It makes TikTok.
Well, you know, Tamlaght Academy Choir was over singing in Australia. They were singing in the Sydney Opera House. And then James and Fiona get a day off and they decided to go out into the outback and see the old big rock. You know the big rock in the Roo. I went out to see it. So that, well, Fiona, she slathered on the factor 67 before she got out. factored it on, covered herself in it. But James, being a good Tamlaght filly man, he thought his hide would be tough enough. So he never bothered with me that old Umbrera Sahara. Well, the next thing they're right there down Big Rock, and what does James spot? This great big kangaroo. And the only thing I can remember about a kangaroo was you're supposed to tie it down. Like in the song, tie the kangaroo down sport. So James, he snuck up behind it, like he's up after a young heifer up the back field. And just as he was about to grab it, the old thing rear up and whang! James, by the time he came round, he was that startled, he came round, all he could see was the kangaroo hopping away with his hat in his head. And you know, see when I get that hat was the only thing keeping him from the sun. They had one of them big round hats, and the bin man, well, the bin man, they thought he was an alcoholic. He drank that many bottles of wine to get the corks for hanging. So off he went, and he's, as Fiona, she's tan and lovely all day. Then James got roasted like a big tomato, and a great black eye into it for the bargain. Back to the hotel. James, every time they want to try to put the after sun in James, well, he yelps and the loudest out of them, you can hear him in Tasmania. And they ought to spend the rest of the holiday sitting under the shade of a kookaburra tree. So you'll never get me in Australia.
Well, John, I always take a beautiful tan.
Is that right? Lock it on. Lock it on.
A fortnight or more, I'd be a bronze goddess.
Still lock it on. Bronze, silver or gold. There's no way you're going to get me in Australia. No way.
What would you think about a trip across the pond to the US of A?
That sounds lovely. Transatlantic is right up my Hollywood Boulevard. So much to see and do. And with my cheap poems, I might still be in contention.
In contention? In what weird category?
Okay, there's so many options. You could do a fly drive, visit New York, San Francisco, or what about a trip to the Grand Canyon, or a romantic visit to the Niagara Falls?
The Niagara Falls. I've heard so much about the beauty and the awe of that wonderful waterfall. We could walk on the glass platform.
Sure. There's a perfectly good waterfall in Glenara. I'll take you there on Sunday evening. It's a wee bit wet, but sure you put the wellies on.
Why, John, you're such a spoiled sportsman. America would tick all the boxes for me. And sure, Tamlaght Choir toured the States and they just loved it.
I don't Tamlaght Choir. They were going between singing in the Carnegie Hall and travelling across the country to sing in the Hollywood Bowl. And well, was William fed up with being on the tour bus. You know our friend William? Didn't want to go on the tour bus, so he got one of them big, shiny red Cadillacs, and he's sailing down Route 66. And Eileen, she's sitting in the passenger seat like Audrey Hepburn. Sunglasses on, the hair and the wind. And sure, the next thing happened, and one of them big mean cops pull him over in a Harley Davidson. William had been near and nearly the tongue. He must have thought he was in the Dukes of Hazzard. Well, the big cop out of Chips was going to lock him up for the night, put him away, but poor Eileen, she was distraught. But see what she wants to. Eileen can put the charm on. So she sat to that big cop, so she sat to the big cop, and it found out, expired, that she was his third cousin twice removed. So she got him talked down to $100 fine, and it let him go. Didn't worry, I put him in the night, but I tell you, the big Cadillac didn't go over 30 after that. So I'll not be going to America, that's it. We're ready to sing again. You can sing too, you know. You can help us out tonight and sing the songs.
West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, flowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads. All my memories gather around her. Iron lady, stranger to waters. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, clear out in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place where I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country
The pair of you are very hard to please. Let me take
No, me, it's him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, let me have another look. You seem like a man that likes a bargain.
Oh, I
Well, I have a last minute deal for a safari in Kenya. What do you think? Tamlaght Choir have been there on tour as well. But surely you can't have any bad stories about that.
Africa. Just think how we love those David Attenborough programs. We could live the real thing. It's such an exciting, vibrant country. The people, the scenery, the sounds, the animals, elephants, giraffes, lions.
Didn't your man Attenborough not saying one of them programs that we're all descended from those monkeys over there?
I'm pretty sure he was talking about your side of the family.
Well, it seems that old community choir have been everywhere singing. Wasn't Derek and Mallory there as well in Africa with that choir?
I think they were. You're right, Ollie John.
We usually am. Well, it seems that I've done that wee bit. And was Val telling me about going on safari? Derek was there, he'd got the khaki shirt and the khaki shorts, and he'd got the socks and the sandals on. And he'd one of them puff hats, you know them helmets that Michael Keane had in that film Zulu. So he's all cut it out, and he's going through the undergrowth, and then this big lion run over and charge him. And it went right up into his face, and it roared, and the spit was coming out, and the big paws, they were like grass hooks up in the paws. And all Derek could do was fall to his knees and pray to God. And he was down there and he's praying, and he realised he hadn't been ate. He decided to open one eye, so he's like, ah, he opened one eye. And then he looked over, and the big lion has the head bowed too. And the paws together, and he says, thank you God, that's a miracle. Imagine finding a Christian lion over here. I wonder what he's praying for. And the big lion opened one eye, he says, I'm just saying grace. Well, boys, Mallory came and let a golder out there like a banshee, and the old lion run off. Well, Derek would have been a goner. And Derek, the critter, was not bad a shock. He didn't speak for 2 or 3 days. By the end of poor Val thought she was going deaf. So no, you can rule out that safari hole. You're not going there either.
Well, I'm getting really frustrated You seem to be finding fault with every destination the wee cutty suggests to us. And to be perfectly honest, the excuses are getting less credulous every minute. Talking animals. Who ever heard the like?
What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing craze.
Well, we're not getting very far with this holiday, are we? But I'll have a look here and see what else I can find. But here, so not too hot, not too far away, not Australia or the States, right?
Nor Africa.
Right, okay, yeah. Well, how do you feel about a turn holiday then? What about turn in England or maybe even Europe?
Oh, yes, travelling through Europe, visiting France, Switzerland, Austria and Germany as we drive across the Alps. That sounds like paradise. And remember, all the best people travel in camper vans. It's very upmarket, you know. What?
wine and cheese ladies of Tamlaght not hire out one of them camper vans whenever they were over there? What were they doing? I don't know. They were touring.
Here we go
Oh,
again.
must be fast, sorry.
This choir is going to put me out of business with all their travelling mishaps. Tell me what happened this time.
Well, the ladies that launched, Ruth, Melissa, Sarah and Sylvia, well, didn't they hire out one of them big hamper vans to tour across all Europe? They're not. Tour across Europe. So we're going between the performances at La Scala in Italy, the Konzelberg in Amsterdam, music houses and halls all over in Vienna, Budapest, all them places and many others.
That sounds amazing, Molly John. I'm sure those ladies just loved it.
That's not what I heard. Apparently they were fighting with cats in a bag. Graham, Melissa, she kept getting lost and running out of diesel. Poor Sylvia was never done fixing holes in the roof and changing tyres. And Ruth the critter, she had to cook and clean the whole time. And then they all end up with food poisoning. Now, Ruth said it was nothing to do with her. Ruth said it was nothing to do with her. Well, poor Sarah, she had the job of emptying the chemical toilet after. I'm not going another, look at that there, I'm not going another
Molly John, you really are hard to please. I might know what's saying what you.
Well, that makes the two of us. I really don't know what to suggest. I've never had such difficult clients before. Well, let me think here. Have you never thought of a staycation?
Hey, what would that be?
It's not actually a place. It means a holiday somewhere close by, somewhere in Northern Ireland. Like. The tourist board are telling me of a special offer here. Now let me have a look. It's £55 for 2 nights accommodation. Now you have to bring your own food and bedding, but it sounds like great value and right up your street.
Oh, where's it at?
And let me tell you, it's a luxury caravan on the north coast, Benone in fact.
There you're talking, you tell you, I bet you 50 and you can sign us up right now. Right, Mary Kate. 2 nights of Benone.
Well, a big thank you to Timmy who put together that script, and Caroline and Natalie, because I don't actually know if they ever practiced it. I don't know. They were fit to pull it off, so I think a great big clap. Well done. I have been asked to tell you a little bit about the choir. So if you had told me 10 years ago that I would be leading a community choir in the wee village of Tamlaght and we would still be going 10 years later, I would have laughed in your face and told you to catch yourself on. But yet, here we are. So back in 2015, Tamlaght Parish Church, I've still got my sunglasses on my props. So the church was celebrating their 200th anniversary, and Eileen, she invited past members of the church family to come back to sing at a lovely flower festival service, and that was a great success. And then a lovely gentleman from the community, Mr. Roddy New, happened to mention to Jean at Tamlaght Stores that he would have loved to have had the opportunity to sing in that choir. And before you know it, a seed was planted and the word went out, and Tamlaght Acrylic Community Choir was formed. And once we started, there was no stopping us. Where have we not been? Now, we haven't maybe been to Africa and America, you know. Like we've sang at loads of services, Easter harvest, Christmas services. We sang at country and western concerts, hobby festivals, Ulster Scots night. We've even been to entertainment at dinners, you know. Santa visits, carol singing, nursing homes, turning on the Christmas lights. The list just goes on. We have been soaked, foundered and roasted, and we still manage to do it with a smile. So we love any excuse for a get-together. We have had meals out, quizzes, fun with drums, end-of-year celebrations and musical trips. Derry mentioned the time we went to Songs of Praise in Londonderry. The bus driver got lost up the mountain and we were late for the recording. It was like a whole choir coming in late with their heads down. It was us. One of our favourite excursions of the year is visiting Bimbrada Nursing Home every year at Christmas to spread some cheer. We are not highfalutin, we do not take ourselves too seriously. I'm sure you've gathered that tonight. We meet on Thursday evenings, and if you think you would meet our criteria, you're very welcome to come along. So our rules are very simple. Number one, you have to like singing. You don't necessarily need to be able to sing, but you have to like singing. And number two, you have to smile and enjoy a laugh. That is it. So if you think you meet that and you want to come along, you're more than welcome. And I believe that is why we've lasted so long. Throughout the years we've done a great deal of charity work. Examples have been we've raised over £1,000 for the charity Shine for children with spina bifida. We raised £2,300 for Macmillan Cancer. And we do love to give back and do it with a smile. It has been a privilege to be part of this choir and to be trusted by these wonderful individuals to lead it. I don't think in 10 years I've ever left a choir practice in bad form. I'm only, like Trevor will agree to this, I will come home with a smile on my face and some stories to tell. So, and a special mention to Derek and Valerie and Anne, you are here with us tonight, not unable to, but we wish you all good health soon and fit to join us again. We are sad that some of our founder members are no longer with us, but they are always with us here in spirit. And we fondly remember the wonderful characters they were and the joy they brought to the choir. We like to think that Ron, Brian and Cecil are singing in the back row up in heaven and causing chaos at the exact same time with lots of giggles and carry-ons. We can't believe we've been on this fantastic journey that basically started by accident. And one of our favourite pieces, we still sing it frequently, and we often sing at the beginning of our concerts, but one of our members requested could we sing it at the end of our concert tonight, you know, because that's where our journey began. And we're going to sing Are You Washed? And during that time we'll send round a couple of collection baskets, and then we're going to do the blessing, and then you'll be glad to know we even have a cup of tea and a bun for you. So if you're happy to stay, please do so and give us a minute or two to get kettles and that filled, and you can enjoy that and a bit of chat and a bit of crack at the end, okay? So we will go for, that was a quick transformation. Will we do it?
I said I'm heading out there.
So will we go for it?
So, Melissa, we have actually been up to a little bit of no good behind your back. So we're not actually going to sing the normal version of Are You Washed, but it is a slight variation on it, so you just have to play the same tune for us. And listen to the words. I hope you enjoy it. Also, we haven't practiced this at all, so please be gracious.
So we're ready to do our last thing now, the blessing. Yeah? You don't need the words. Now this is when you can tell me if they're all smiling and looking out, and let me know if anybody wasn't, alright?
James.
I put the wrong music. Sorry, I did so well all night. Like, come on. Oh, boys of dear. Actually, maybe that was it. Sorry, she texts. I was a bit blown away there. Right. I'm really the tea's warming anyway, it's fine. Let me just go with that one.
Gracious to you, the Lord turn his face
Well, I was asked to say a few words tonight just because I suppose now I am the youngest member of the choir. Now you might think it's Kathy Neely here, but it's not. So I was 7 when the choir started, and I've been a member the whole 10 years. So it's been just an absolute joy the whole 10 years. And you know, I'm 17 in school and whatnot, and my friends ask me, well, what are you doing with this crowd about fogies on a Thursday night? Why do you do that? But but I had a group of them at one of our performances about a year ago, and they understood completely. They know exactly why I'm here. They know why we're all here, and it's just, I think it's so much fun. But it's so much more than that. It's the friendship and the family that we have in each other here. It could be something as simple as, I'm at choir on a Thursday night, Melissa, I've been practicing this piece on the piano at home and I just can't do it. Will you help me out? And it's never a bother. Or, Sarah, I have to give a speech, help me out, I can't do it. And it's never a bother again. Or, Ruth, I need an extra shift for some diesel money here, anything going. And again, not a bother. So it's just, and that's only us in the back row. Well, our back row. The better row, better back row. And that's just it. And a really big thing for me this just recently in the choir was, well, I just went on a school trip to Uganda with school, and even just as soon as I said, look, I'm going and this is happening, it was, I didn't have to ask, it was, well, Natalie, we'll come and support you in whatever way that we can. So then we had our Light of the World concert last November, and I'm so grateful you've given me the opportunity to speak at it, and we went and did some fantastic stuff with the Bana then in Uganda, and it was that from the very start, that support right through the fundraising. It was wee messages in the morning we were going, all the best, keep safe, and then the wee messages when we were there, senior photos, Natalie, they're great, and just it was that support, you could feel that love from the choir then. And that's why I was having this conversation with my mum the other night, that in all the stress of exams and school and all that jazz, you have to make your sacrifices, you have to give up something on some night to, you know, allocate your time to whatever. But I never miss choir on a Thursday night. I never do. And that's just because it just means so much. One woman who never can miss choir is Melissa. So Melissa, we are so thankful. So thankful. Small token of our appreciation here just for you. It's so little compared to what you give us. Yeah. Kathy couldn't get away without giving you a wee bottle of wine as well.
For the camper van.
Thank you all very much. It's a privilege to be part of it, and how you put up with me at times I'm sure is questionable, but sure, we all work together and it's great. And Natalie, we are proud of you. She's like the baby and we're always pushing her on and encouraging her, so well done. Yes, thanks for making us all cry. So folks, well, are we allowed to do tea now, are we? Look, Natalie, your moment's coming up now. So yes, enjoy folks, we'll get a wee cup of tea out now, alright? Thank